In Search of Blackhawk. The Black Hawk War arrived in the nick of time for a jobless Abraham Lincoln. His military service provided him with an income of $124 for a 70-day enlistment and remained a lifelong source of pride. Though he never faced armed combat, the experience revealed war's brutality. The enlistment had expired by the time Captain Lincoln and his ragged band of Sangamon County boys reached Ottawa in May of 1832. Lincoln re-enlisted twice more, and it was at Ottawa that for the first time he encountered Robert Anderson, eventual Fort Sumter commander, who handled the paperwork. Lincoln's company of scouts and couriers marched to Galena, each equipped with only a blanket, a tin cup, and a wallet of bread and bacon. It was rough going, and the supplies ran out, as a blood-red sunrise illuminated a scene that Lincoln remembered for life, that of victims of the battle at Kellogg's Grove. Every man had a round red spot on the top of his head, about as big as a dollar, where the Redskins had taken his scalp. And this is courtesy of the Abraham Lincoln Presidential Library. The two rivers at Ottawa wouldn't be bridged for another 2 decades, so travelers in the 1830s relied on boat ferries to cross the Illinois or the Fox. A ferryman is pictured at the bottom of this drawing of 1834. Ottawa looking north from the south side. The scene with the tree depicts the South Bluff, the oldest section of Ottawa. The first bridge over the Illinois was completed 4 years before the Lincoln-Douglas debate. Travelers were charged tolls to cross the first bridge. Fort Johnson overflowed with settlers fleeing Indian raids, and many inside the stockade feared the worst had befallen Rachel and Sylvia Hall. The Potomanists captured the teenage sisters on May 21st, then massacred their parents, sister, and 12 members of the Davis and Pettigrew families. Survivors fled the banks of Indian Creek to the safety of Fort Johnson on Ottawa's South Bluff, where the garrison hastily built a blockhouse shelter. Here's a picture of the two sisters, Rachel Hall Munson and Sylvia Hall Horn, captured by Indians during the Black Hawk War, and this is courtesy of the LaSalle County Genealogy Guild. Abraham Lincoln's Ottawa-bound company had passed within miles of the fleeing Indians, neither aware of the other's presence. After a week's captivity, the girl's release was negotiated by friendly Winnebagos for a $2,000 ransom provided by the U.S. government and paid mostly in ponies. The Hall sisters' ordeal received national attention, and the girls received donations, a land grant, and even offers of marriage.